Hey, I'm Johnny May from Piano with Johnny, and today I'm going to teach you my Gospel Grace groove from my Gospel Groove series. Now in this groove, we use the chord progression from Amazing Grace, and it's got this cool kind of relaxed 6/8 feel. Check it out. So this is super fun to play. This is a course for intermediate level players, but if you're a later beginner, I think you'll be able to handle this just fine. So let's go ahead and start the lesson. Okay, so we're going to start with the right hand, because the right hand sort of drives this song. It kind of has this steady pulse to it. So let's talk about that first. So the right hand sort of has this sound to it. Just rolls through, okay? So that's the basic rhythm there. Just keep that in mind, that we have that sort of constant pulse happening. And then what we're gonna do is, it's very common in gospel music, when you play the melody, let's say the melody went, what you do often is you harmonize it. You put a couple notes below it. Usually they're major or minor chords, but this is a very common gospel technique, is whenever you have a melody, is to actually play bigger chords, 2-note or 3-note chords. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. That's kind of what we're doing here. So let's look at the first few measures. And we're in the key of E flat. Okay? So the first chord is an E flat major chord, and the position here is B flat, E flat, and G. And this is a second position E flat major chord, okay? So we're gonna strike this, and then what I do is I hit the bottom 2 notes. And that sort of fills in the measure, okay? And this is sort of the formula that I use for this particular style is, let's say I've got that initial chord, well, I'll just fill in with these 2 notes for the next couple beats, okay? So we've got the chord, and then twice, and then check it out. So that's what I was talking about earlier. That's when you harmonize that melody note. Okay? So we've got our E flat major here. And then when I come down to the F, right? See the F here, we're going to use an F minor chord. Okay? Very common to use an F minor when you're harmonizing the second degree of an E flat major scale, because we're using 3 notes of an E flat major scale. Okay? So you're going to use an F minor here. This is A flat, C, and F. And then come down to your E flat major, and this is G, B flat, E flat. Okay? So measure 1 goes like this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Let's go to measure 2. Okay? Measure 2, we go to this cool G7 chord. Okay? And for this guy, we're now going to B, E flat, G. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing. We hit the chord, and then we go fill, fill, those bottom 2 notes. Okay? And then we're going to do this. Okay? Okay, so here we're hitting the same chord, and then when we come down, we got this cool little, it's almost like a D minor chord. This is A, D, F sharp. But you're going to slide the D. You see that? So you're actually striking the A, C sharp, and the F. So you're going to hit that, and then slide it. Okay? So, and then come back up to your chord here. Okay? So those are the first 2 measures. We have 1, 2, 3. Next chord is an A flat major chord. got A flats on the bottom, and then just kind of an A flat major 7, very common in gospel music to play the seventh chords, major 7 chords on when you have a major triad. Okay, so we have G, C, and E flat. See that? And then we're going to do the same thing where we're just going to repeat those bottom 2 notes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then. Okay, same, very similar to what we did earlier, okay? So we're gonna strike C, E flat, A flat, okay? But then you're immediately gonna slide up to the F using the 3rd finger. You see that? And then you're gonna come back down to your E flat major chord. This is B flat, E flat, G, and then back up to your F minor chord, C, F, and A flat. Okay, so this measure goes like this. Okay, and then that takes us back to our E flat chord, and you're going to do the same technique there. All right, and now this is going into measure 5. Okay, check it out. Back to that G7 chord that we had earlier, and this is going to be B, E flat, G. Okay. Got to get the little slide there, back up to the G7 chord, and now we're going to go to a C minor chord. Okay, and this is going to be G, B flat, E flat. This is a C minor 7. Okay, so you're going to hit the chord, bottom 2, and then we've got this little melody. Okay, now for this one I start with 3 notes. I've got B flat, E flat, G, but then when I come down, I have 2 notes, B flat and F, and then B flat and E flat. Okay, but I'm still harmonizing that melody note. Okay, let's go to the next couple measures. And we've got, okay, this is A, E flat, G. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing here. Hit the chord, bottom 2. Okay, and then we're going to come down. And this is going to be A, E flat, G. So, now F is on the top. Now E flat is on the top. And then we're at the last 2 measures of the first ending of this song here. Okay, and then we go to this really cool B flat 7, sus 4. You got A flat, C, E flat, F in the chord. Okay, and for this one, I actually hit the full chord the whole time. So I'm going. Okay, you see that? A flat, C, E flat, F. You do that 6 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to go to this B flat 7. It's got a kind of a jazzy chord. You got the 9 in there. And this is going to be A flat, C, D, and F. Okay? And you're going to do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then at the very end we go. Have a big walk up. Very cool, very common in gospel music. And that's going to be just octaves B flat, C, E flat. Okay? All right, so that is the right hand for this section. Let's go ahead and play the right hand now all by itself. We'll just do the whole section together. Okay? And we'll go really slowly. Okay? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next measure. 2, walk up, bum, 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 and then we're back into it. okay? And that's pretty much the whole form of the song. There actually is a second ending, but I'll show you that in a minute. It's very, very similar. There's just pretty much one measure difference, okay? So get that right hand down, get it up to tempo maybe here. Okay, that's a pretty good tempo right there. Okay, let's look at the left hand. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you want the full-length lesson, you can find it on pianowithjonny.com. And I also have several other gospel grooves that are super fun to play. They're part of my Gospel Groove series. Also, be sure to check out the Piano with Jonny membership, which gives you full access to all of my video piano tutorials where I teach jazz, blues, pop, rock, boogie, ragtime, and so many more styles. You also get access to a huge selection of sheet music. We do live workshops and Q&As every month, and you get personalized coaching from me. So be sure to check that out. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.